It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and this one features Alontae Taylor, who's really putting up incredible numbers all season. 11 interceptions so far. It's the Commanders and the Saints on Sunday night.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 17 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Faking the handoff. Howell. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When you look at the Saints defense,
this crew against the pass issues at times, right? Number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. A check down here to Jones.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right, they won't run their offense through him.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Powell out of the shotgun.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
When you look at the Saints defense,
they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The left side completion to Jones. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Hamler now on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Al down to throw it.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
This defense for the Saints, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Up the middle, Jones.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Now he'll look to throw it.
That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
An inside give to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Howell from the gun.
And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Howell. That is caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Going play action. Ritter. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line.
Running left is Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48.
10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
The Saints at 9-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready. Hey, go steal. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Miller.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And that will be incomplete.
They came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. Be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run play action with Haener.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 4. Play action. Here's Haener to throw.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Haener sets up play action.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape. Goal.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Nicole Hardman. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that would make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. On the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now throwing on first down here. That one is slant to McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing here, Howell. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Howell.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On first down, Howell.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. Baker Mayfield, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Stephon Diggs leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Third and goal, Ritter with it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Ritter with it after the play fake.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's Ritter. He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
98 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Ritter on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Now he'll look to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League. Back now here live in New Orleans.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go play action. Howell.
That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ritter.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Well, now they'll try the end around. It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. 2nd and 10. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd down, here's DeWanger.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And Howell will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Going right back to Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson from 19 yards away. And the Commanders put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got me dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Going play action. Ritter.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back to throw. Ritter.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down by a field goal, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Howell. Pass complete to Allie Cox. Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Washington. Mo Allie Cox. 66 yards.
And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Ritter.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Check smash. Check smash.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On second down, a run with Evans. And he's got some space here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Now a handoff coming left, Evans.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Ritter.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Ritter.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
And now it's Washington's turn.
Trailing by 2. A little under 30 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Howell to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he will get out of bounds as that stops the clock on a big gainer up close to midfield.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders,
the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.